Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the courteous, the considerate, the mostly hygienic Dr. Yukon Suckit. Thank you very much. Yukon Suckit. Tell your mama. So I am broadcasting to you today in front of that live studio audience from my secret underground headquarters. And I'm bringing to you a deck that I found over on AetherHub, makers of fine luxury sports cars. And it was posted by a dude named Legion for I Am Manny. I'm not sure how those go together. I Am Manny. So thanks, Manny. This was this looked like a cool deck. Yeah. So what is about this deck? So I got to tell you, we're getting to a weird part before the rotation, which I think is like September 9th. So we're about almost up to a month away, where things are getting kind of stale. They're getting really boring. We're starting to see like rotation proof decks, which I really dislike because as soon as you get into rotation, you want to play with the new cards. So rotation proof is kind of dumb. But it's a thing, it lets you prepare so you can at least play something once all the rest of your cards kind of rotate out. And but anyways, I found this deck. I don't remember how I was poking around in things, and it looked really interesting. Mostly because there's some cards in there I've never seen before. What haven't I seen? I haven't seen Rogue Class. I mean, I know it's been around for since Forgotten Realms came out, and this guy, this Satoru Umezawa, whatever, I don't know, but he's in here, and the funny part is that he's got so many words. It's just too many to read. And so I just haven't, every time I just see him, I go, whatever, and I skim past. It's got Expendable Lackey. This guy looks dumb, but he's in here. But anyway, so let's see. And of course, it's got Toxrill. And so as soon as I saw Toxrill, I was like, all right, I'm paying attention. What does this deck do? Why is it going to work out? I don't know. I want to see it. I want to know what the deal is. It's referred to as Lord Slug. So whatever the deal is with this deck, I don't have any description. There's no indication of how this deck works or anything. It seems like the whole point of it is to get out Toxrill. So let's take a look at the cards. Let's think about what this thing's going to do, and then we'll take it out and try it out for a little bit. At the low end, we've got the Expendable Lackey. So this guy comes out. He's a 1/1 for 1. And then it says you can pay 2 and exile him from a graveyard. So apparently we got to get him into a graveyard. And then we create a 1/1 blue fish token, and the fish cannot be blocked. All right, so we got potentially an unblockable. So we got a guy. He kind of looks like Lyndon Johnson. Maybe a lot of dudes look like Lyndon Johnson. I don't know. Lyndon Johnson was the president of the United States after JFK, who signed in the Civil Rights Act, by the way. So thank you, Lyndon Johnson. We got Bloodchief's Thirst, probably one of my favorite black removal cards. For 1 mana, you can destroy target creature or planeswalker with mana value of 2 or less. And there's a lot of them. If you pay the kicker cost, which is an additional 3, so you're paying 4 instead, you can destroy any target creature or planeswalker. We got a Eyetwitch, who is a 1/1 for 1 with flying. And when he dies, you learn. And in the learn category, we've got 1 Environmental Sciences, which lets you go and fetch a land and you gain 2 life. Teachings of the Archaics, which if an opponent has more cards in hand than you draw 2 cards. If the opponent has at least 4 more cards than you draw 3 cards. So it's a good way of getting some extra cards there. Necrotic Fumes. Exile target creature or planeswalker, but you have to pay 3 mana and you have to exile a creature you control. So there's a bit of a cost for Necrotic Fumes there. Expanded Anatomy. So for 3 mana, you put 2 +1/+1 counters on a target creature, and it gains Vigilance until the end of the turn. That could be helpful. We got an Introduction to Prophecy. Looks like we're only doing 1 of each here. Which, for 3 mana, you get to scry 2 and then draw a card. That's a nice Hail Mary when you're looking to get some cards. Introduction to Annihilation. Costs you 5. But you get to exile a target non-land permanent, and its controller gets to draw a card. Of all the bad costs, letting your opponent draw a card, that's probably the best. It's probably the best. And lastly, Confront the Past. Return target Planeswalker card. I don't have any, so that doesn't matter. Remove twice X. Let's see. This card doesn't seem like it fits well at all. But remove twice X loyalty counters from target Planeswalker and opponent control. So we get a murder a Planeswalker fairly easily, I suppose. I've never actually used it to do that, but we'll see. We'll see there, okay? So anyways, that's what we get to learn potentially from an Eyetwitch. Other than that, we got a flying guy that does some damage, or a blocker. We got the Moon Circuit Hacker. So the good thing is we're starting to get into ninja things. And so if the Expendable Lackey or the Eyetwitch is attacking and not being blocked, then we can ninja. And you pay the ninja cost. So rather than paying 2, you pay 1. At which point then you replace the unblocked attacking creature by returning it back to your hand. And then you get to put this guy out instead, and he is doing damage to the other opponent because he cannot be re-blocked. So it says that when he does damage to a player, you may draw a card. If you do, you discard a card unless he is entered the turn in this battlefield. So you get 1 free card, and everyone after that you have to, get a card and then get rid of a card kind of situation. Still, if you got stuff in your hand, why not, right? It's in your hand for a reason, because you're not playing it for some reason. We got the Yuan-Ti Malison, which is a rogue snake. And he cannot be blocked as long as he's attacking alone. He's a 2/1 for 2. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you venture into the dungeon. And there's 3 different dungeons out there. You move through it one at a time. I really hate Into the Dungeon, so I'm not going to even bother to talk about it. So the one thing I'm noticing here is we got unblockable guys. And it's probably to help out with the whole ninja stuff. We got the Dokuchi Silencer. I just always call him the Douchey Silencer. He's a 2/1, much like the Yuan-Ti. 4/2, and he ninjas in 4/2, the same cost as what he costs to play. And whenever he does combat damage to a player, you may discard a creature card, and if you do, destroy target creature or planeswalker that player controls. All right, that helps with a little bit of removal. Kind of rough that you have to discard a creature card to do it, but if you're ninjaing it in, hopefully you'll have a creature card to sacrifice. All right, here we go. We got a rogue class, and this is one of those cards that it's been around for a long time, but I don't think I've really ever seen it be played. I've never considered playing it. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library face down. And you may look at it. I can look at it. Great, as long as it remains exiled. And then for 3 creatures you control have menace. All right, that'll help get them through, so they are sort of unblockable. Great. And lastly, we got for 4, you may play cards exiled. Finally, doing something with those cards, right? As though, and you may spend mana as though the mana. Okay, great. So you steal those cards, and then you can, if you can get it up to 4, which it shouldn't be too hard, then you can actually pay for those cards that you stole. And again, you're playing somebody else's deck, and it's like, well, what's the point? I mean, if you want to play a deck, why don't you play your own deck? Why would you make a deck specifically just to play somebody else's deck? It's kind of weird. We got Kaito Shizuki and the fabulous Kami Raccoon that hangs out with him. So this guy is 3. And he comes out with 3 loyalty counters on him. And at the end of your first instep, he phases out, which keeps him from being killed on his first turn out, which is nice. And so what happens generally is that if something, basically +1 to draw a card. If something has attacked this turn, then you do not have to discard it. If nothing's attacked, you do have to discard something. And if you don't have anything out to attack, you can pay -2 to put out a 1/1 blue ninja, and this creature cannot be blocked. So once again, we have a creature that cannot be blocked, which is going to help out with the ninja-ness of everything going on. And then -7, you get an emblem that says, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a blue or black creature card and put it into the battlefield. Like Toxrill, that'd be super cool. You just got to get this guy up to -7 so you can get that emblem out. And then you have to start landing combat damage against the player. You got 3 Toxrills, so that's cool. All right, and here is Satoru Umezawa. So he is a 2/4 for 3. And whenever you activate a ninja ability, look at the top 3 cards of your library. All right. Put one of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This ability triggers only once each turn. So that is fantastic. That is a great effect if you're playing ninja stuff. So he allows you to basically draw more cards, and well as basically drawing, picking the card of 3 that you want to actually draw. So that guy is fantastic. Let's see what his next thing is. Each creature card in your hand has ninjutsu of 4. Like, apparently, Toxrill would suddenly be a ninja, and you can play him for 4. That is fantastic. But I can tell you, 4 is kind of easy to get to, but for some reason, 7 is not. So it looks like we have 2 great ways of getting Toxrill into the game and getting him into the game early. Well, this is going to take a long time. So this will be early if you go through Satoru Umezawa. So hopefully people don't recognize that this guy is the linchpin of the entire deck. He's the guy that holds everything together, apparently. He just doesn't do anything himself. He just assists in doing everything else. We got 4 man lands, we got some basic lands, and we got some dual lands to help you out. That is the deck. Let's take it out and see how well it does. And we're playing against Kowi. Don't think just because you put a capital K on there and I in the end doesn't make me not know that I'm just playing against a cow. That's right, Bessie. I know it's you. I know it's you. Show me something good. All right, we're going out with an Eyetwitch. I'm a bat. Look at that tail. Not sure flying with the tail that long is that great of a deal. You generally don't see that kind of thing going on. You know, we put them on dragons and apparently on Eyetwitches, but would they really want to have a big old long tail like that? All right, blue is going to get us into, yeah, why not? A Yuan-Ti Malison. But it says Malisian, right? Is that a Sneak Man? Yeah, okay. I always thought it was some sort of other weird lizard dude. But he's just got like a cobra hood. Okay, I'm good with that. That's right, Lackey. You are 100% expendable. Go get him, Eyetwitch. I choose you. Looks like Dave Gruul is experiencing the rapture up there. Mirror box. All right, legendaries. This is always a fun card. It's kind of like a mill card. It's kind of interesting. Surprised we don't see it in mill decks. I guess mill decks don't generally focus on attacking as much. He's expendable. Quite frankly, he's worth more to me dead than alive. I got to get into the 4th mana apparently, right? Which I did not get. You gonna block? No. Ninja. All right, let's go through all that effort. Make sure I do not get a card. That's important. All right, come on. I need one more mana so I can kill that thing. Of course, this is the time when he starts just slamming it all out. What I really need is a Toxrill in my hand at this moment. So I need 1 mana and Toxrill, and then the world can come together in a happy and wonderful place. You know, it says that that God is bringing together animals in kinship. You can tell by their glowing eyes that they've been enchanted. Their souls have been sucked out of them. It's not, they're being forced to be that way. That's not cool. All right, here's a slow mana. That's not going to help us out terribly much, is it? All right, let's go for our pal. Let's go in for the attack first. You gonna use your evil tricks again? All right, suck off his top library there. Take it. Let's draw a card. It's kind of an expensive way to draw one card. And how we got was another Expendable Lackey. All right. At least we'll be able to kill that god on the next turn. Hopefully that's all there is to it. I mean, he's got that other big old weird guy up there. Yeah, okay, that guy needs to die. Bow, 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 bow. Ooh, man, this is a slow death. Let's go in for the attack. Come on, you can do it. Oh, that's an excellent one to steal. Oh, man, if I can start getting to that, I can actually get on my own Vorinclex. You only need 6 mana, which I have it. That's got. It's going to take me a while to pay for it, though. It's going to take me 7 mana to pay to get up to that level where I can actually play them. And I can't only play... It's going to take me at least 2 turns, then. So 3 turns until we can get out of Vorinclex? Kind of sucks. We still haven't picked up a second blue mana. Go after him. Oh, there's your hideous tricks. All right, let's pop this for 3. I'm going to put out a fish. I don't know why I should just leave that guy to just block. I guess I am milling him to a certain degree. Got him down to 48. I guess that is the benefit of attacking with the Eyetwitch and stuff, is being able to just pull those cards off the top. I mean, it's like saying, yeah, I don't really care about my deck. I like his deck better. Let's just see what he's got that I can play. I always think that's kind of dumb, but then again, I got this belief that if you really want to kill somebody, you know, people usually carry the weapons around that will kill them. People carry around their own weapons that are disastrous for own health. All right, let's go with blue. Let's pop this for the last one since we're getting nowhere on attempting to get that guy out. What do we got? 3 mana here. Let's see. Anything good I can do? I need 6 for that. I think I can already put out a mana this turn. Da 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 da. I don't have any dragons. Let's just kill this guy. Let's go in for the double attack. Double attack! Pull 2 more in. Sounds good. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Here comes a blocker. Like I said, people carry around the instruments of their own destruction. I did not foresee this game going this way. But it is most interesting. All right, Bessie. I bet you're out there getting milked right now, which is causing you to go slow. For those of you that are not familiar with American culture, Bessie is a stereotypical cow's name. Yep, that's what I put out. I put out a Death Touch guy. Indestructible. Good for you. You can still attack too. Good for you. All right, so let's go ahead and play a red because, yeah, why not? And we'll go for a Vorinclex. And let's go for... Can I do anything else that's super cool at this point? I got 2 more mana. Another one of these. There we go. We got him down to 3. And we're going to start to suck up cards like crazy. All right, he's got to do 7 damage. Could he do it? Doesn't look like it. Like, I think that thing does it come into play? And then has summoning sickness? Sure hope so. Good. Okay, we live. Alright, so Strangle's going to kill something. 3 points of damage. Let's go ahead and put out another red. Yeah, this will do it. I think. Haste! Can't put out anybody else? How about this guy? Haste! How about this guy? Haste! Let's go with that. Oh, I guess apparently I had to have him in play at the time of the hastiness. Yeah, I think you're dead, dude. Victory! Victory! All right, we're playing against THORGAR. All caps. Let's see if I pronounce that right. THORGAR! 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 Thornating the neighborhoods. All right, a little blue ought to be nice. Get our expendable dude out there. And it's Cancerous Tumor Man. All right, let's see what we can do. Block it. Block it. Excellent. Now the question is, what do we do on the next turn? Do I put out a fish or do I put out the Planeswalker? I'm thinking the Planeswalker is what I'm thinking here. Let's Planeswalker this puppy up. Because he'll be protected for a turn. Ninja can do a perfectly good job of just hanging out there. Burninating the countryside. This is... No, they took out the Rogues class. Yeah, suck it. I don't care, man. I got plenty of those guys. And so does he, apparently. And there's a fish. Land. Gosh, this will get us up to... yeah, I'm going to throw that guy away. I'm not really big on that particular ninja. Because the deal is that not only does he have to land a hit, but he also then you have to be able to discard a creature in your hand. And I'm not sure I really want to do that. There you go. Have a good time, Expendable Lackey. Yellow shirt. That is one of the grossest noises I've heard. All right, Rogues class. Expendable Lackey gives us a fish. And we're going to put out... Oh... Ron. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. That's fine. What do I got there? 3, 4, 5. We need 7 for the Toxrill. It'd be really nice to pick up that other dude that lets me ninja the Toxrill in. You going after my fish? Say it ain't so. Ooh, I got everything I need here, though. You are now good enough to be a ninja. And with the remainder, I shall pump us up to here. We need to start landing, getting some stuff off the top of his library. What was this here? Oh, you just stole my dude for a turn. Don't be sacrificing it, Smokey. Oh, the humanity. He's the master. Yeah, you sacrifice it. Sacrifice it good. You're going to love Toxrill. That's what you're going to love. Boink. What's that? I got a slug? I haven't landed a single hit against this guy. Or if I have, not while I've had the Rogues class out. And we win! Ha ha ha! Victory! Alright, we're playing against DontBeJelli. DontBeJelli. I believe that's a reference to Don't Be Jealous. Alright, we are keeping it. We got some Expendable Lackeys. Those guys are actually really decent. Especially in this deck where we really want unblockable dudes. What I like is the fact that they just get killed. They are literally expendable. Let's put that one out so we can Rogues class. Go for it. Yellow shirt. Ensign Jeremiah. Oh, I know he's playing. He's playing those double strike connive guys. more likely we'll probably die. As soon as they get their combo together, I mean, if we can't get Toxrill out quickly, we're going to be in a bad situation. So let me go for the attack. Ninja! 1-1! Draw a card. Draw 2 cards. One from him, one from us. And I got one of them. Yes! Suck it, suckerfish! Suck it! Marcin, 8-7-1. Welcome to the arena. 3 mana. Alright, we'll keep it, man. 2 Toxrills. That's... I like the mana, though. And an Expendable Lackey. I'm not going to do this. I mean, I guess I could throw away one of the Toxrills. Let's go with the blue to start off with. Expendable Lackey needs a little bit of time to die. What's he got in his hand? Thought he might have had a gun there for a second. On the upper hand, you know. Instead, he's just being all like, "Ooh, I'm pointing at the ceiling." All right, no. What am I trying to say? Rogue class, which I am very disappointed in because that's one of those cards that I've learned to love. Yep, kill him. Oh, you're going after something else here. Oh, you're going after a Toxrill. Well, I guess Toxrill's not going to die as easily as he was previously, so let's just go in for the attack. Nope, you can sit back there with your tassels tasseling all you want. You're not going anywhere at the moment. All right, here we come. Go after the Yuan-Ti. That's what you want to do. The other guys are nothing to you. I'm actually being serious. That if he blocks the other guys, he doesn't know how to read this deck very well. I mean, I understand what the Yuan-Ti's for. He's kind of a backup for the true unblockables. But he's got a little bit more damage or power, so whatevs. He's such a plan C in my mind. I mean, it's probably, I don't know. It might be worth to see if there's other cards that might have a different utility than the Yuan-Ti does that might help out. Let's do this. Let's just try this out for a change. Yep. Expendable Lackey. Let's send you back there. So I can just play you again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to Expendable Lackey. Oh, we already killed something there? Decline. No, we don't need to do it. All right, fine. Here we go. I got a long way to go to 7. I mean, there's a ninja guy that makes everything into a ninja, and I love Ninja Toxrill. I'd really like to show it. Death. Gain your life. All attack. I'm going to decline. I'm going to keep the Yuan-Ti in my hand just because I'm afraid this guy's going to wipe the board at some point. He's playing Orzhov. He has great potential for Blood on the Snow. Doomscar. If he had a Doomscar, he probably would have foretold it. But there's Farewells. I mean, sweet Jesus. The thing is just filled with board wipes. There comes one. Yep, he would have been dead. I would really like to start pulling some more cards at this point. That's a great idea, Dr. Suckit. Let's go get something that'll do that. All right, let's go take a look. Mana is where I want to go. Man, Rogue's class is super good. Stay on the top, though. There we go. Let's get ourselves a fish. Alright, so we'll have 6 mana soon, still shy of the 7. No, not the Toxrill! I've been holding on to that guy since the beginning of time. Now I'm going to have to beat you the old-fashioned way. By a fish in a bubble. Yeah, whatever. Here comes the Yuan-Ti. I'll attack! Do I have to play into the dungeon with this thing? Oh, how horrible. Yep, see you later, sluggos. Decline. Let's see. Will I ever get another one of the slugs back? There's 3 of them. There's a potential. So I'll go for it. We'll pull this out as a black. We'll go ahead and pull this up for level 2. And we'll go ahead and pull this up for level 3. There we go. Now we have 1 option there. We'll have more options here in a second. Let's go to Tomb Annihilation. Why not? Oh, I told you. I told you. That would have been really nice to bring back the Toxrills with the nice blood on the snow. But no, somebody had to get rid of all the cards in the graveyard. There we go. Swamp. I could just kill her. I could kill her. If my dudes die, nothing is stopping me from destroying everything. Decline. Okay, so let's meet Hook for 0. That's what a sneaky fart smells like. I'm going to go ahead and put out a Plains. And then we shall go in for the attack. I'm going to decline. Sure, man. Whatever. You're just looking for something to do with your mana, apparently. I'm going to discard a card. You know who's expendable? This guy. Yeah, I don't care. Block it. Let's see what you got. Let's just save it till my next turn. Okay, you're doing it. I mean, that's horrible for us. But, am I willing to sack that guy? Yeah. You're gonna do it again, huh? I am not willing to sacrifice anything else, though, unfortunately. Nope. There's 2. There's my 3 right there. All right, anyways, we're going to pop this guy for 1. We're going to put out another fish. We're going to go all in with the single fish. What are we going to get? Mudok Massacre. That's not helping us out there. All right, I got to be able to willing to sacrifice things at this point, which means Mudok Massacre is going to be high on my list, but he's going to be able to pop that thing like 3 times. Right now, my fish and the rogue class are the only thing getting me anything good. Bloodchief, I could throw that away, but I don't have anything to kill at the moment. Discard a card. Unfortunately, I can't discard his cards. I wonder if it would let me. We'll see what happens when he does it again. Who was Blood on the Snow bring back at this point? Yuan-Ti. Sacrifice a non-land permanent. Yeah, I'm sorry, fish. You're gonna have to go. I'm sorry. That first fish, he's been my favorite. All right, there's a card we can throw away. We'll put out the meat hook. It costs us 2. We'll pay nothing. Firm. I should have actually gone for the attack first, just so I could see what it is we're going to get from this guy. Eye of Vecna. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And that is it. Discard a card. I'm coming for you. I mean, sure, the meat hook's got to go now. Theoretically, I could always lose the fish and just use the Eye Tyrant. That's going to be like a next turn kind of thing, possibly. All right, we've got another Rogues class. I'll just have to throw that away. What are we getting rid of here? Anything worth getting rid of? Where's Lulth at? There you go. Suck it, Lulth. All right, what's on our list here? We got another one of these. Can I put that out? Yep, okay. Here's this. And what are we going to hunt for? I just need another permanent I can put out. That's not going to do any good. I guess I can give me some life. Let's do that. Actually, I throw it away. It'll save me 3 life in turn. All right, he's got himself a stupid dragon. I think I'm dead. I don't think I can do anything about that dragon. Discard a card. Dude, you could just kill me. Just play the dragon. Play the dragon. There you go. Bring it in. Bring it in. And we're out of there. Womp womp, womp womp womp. All right, playing against, what is it? Is it going to be Wolt or Volt? I don't know. Let's see, we got 2 mana. Yeah, let's keep it. Let's keep it. We can get ourselves into a rogue class, start taking some cards. We got the combos. We need to get out a Toxrill relatively early. We just have to get 4 mana at this point. It's the problem. There's a nice mana. Thing is, I only have 2 at this point. We need to get 2 more mana. Let's go for this attack. We can kill that. Oh, it's too busy talking about killing the Pokemon there. We can kill him later. Give him some hope. I wanted to get that draw a card, but I was too busy talking. And as you know, talking and mousing don't mix. Nice. All right, let's go in. Come on, we can do it. Here we go. Nope, not you. Ninja! You thought it was a bat, but it was not. It was literally a ninja. I'm taking action. Yeah, absolutely. I don't need another one of him. I need a land. I mean, I guess I still have to get 4 mana before I can start making use of these lands. Oh man, I just hope I can get a Toxrill. That'll be so cool. He needs to die as Tolvar. Yeah, let's do it. I know what that can do for us. Where is it? There it is. All right, environmental sciences, and here's a nice land. What we're gonna do is, I can't do that. Does this guy cost 2 or less? No, it costs 3 or less. Let's go ahead and put this guy out. And no attacks. In all reality, all I gotta do is just drive through some unblockable dudes, and then I can put out a Toxrill. And between green and red, he doesn't really have what it takes to stand up to a Toxrill. Come on. Thank you. That'll do it. No blocks. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Draw your cards. Come on. Come on. Pass the rock, yo. No, that is not right. All right. I'm still going to go for it. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm thinking black's okay here. Go for it. Now, are you going to block it? 1-1, ninja! There we go. And I got 1 mana, which means I can kill myself a pack wolf right now. What do I got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get rid of that guy. A little too close to him being able to do all the damage in the world. Alright, I foresee an environmental sciences in our future, just to get ourselves to life. Get in your hits while you can. Because I come with the sickness. There we go. The end of my turn, those guys are all dead. What are you going to do with 0 mana, my friend? Nothing. All right, we're going to get ourselves a land. It will be blue, and it shall be glorious. And I shall call this land the Land. All right, let's go ahead and give our guys Menace. And they are all going to die. Let's take care of Planeswalkers as well. Creatures. Let's just kill her. Can't do it? I don't have mana? Okay, fine. No tax. They looked like wolves, but they were actually slugs all along. Oh, that's not right. That +1 counter is only going to keep things alive for an extra turn. I got to do draw a card with those things. Let's start off with a little killing. Let's put out another ninja. Do I care? No, let's send them all in. All attack. You gotta block him with 2 dudes. Yeah, okay. He's my favorite. Don't be popping him. Don't be going after the rogue class. You jerk. I hope you enjoyed feasting on your wolf pup. That's what you just did. All in. See, that's class right there. That's how you finish a game. Victory! Winner, winner, victory dinner. All right, so here we are with Lord Slug. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to call it yet. It's DIMIR something or other. DIMIR Ninjas or something. And I loved this deck. Loved it. I love this deck. So let's talk about what was the hero. You know, okay, number one, this guy. He is way too psychedelic. But as a card, I find it confusing and awkward, which is probably why I never gave it a second look. But the fact that he gives all of your creatures ninjutsu, which means that you're popping out Toxrill for 4, is so fantastic. And people just ignore him. They're just like, oh, okay, I've seen lots of ninjas. Great, you know, ninjas, right? They don't think that Toxrill is going to come out. That is so great. Secondly, what do I love? I love Rogue class. Oh my God, I love this card. What I love is the fact that it's essentially mill, right? You're just, every time you get damage done by a creature, you pull a card. So if you had like a bunch of them, you'd be pulling a lot of cards. If you're playing a mill DIMIR mill deck, you should seriously think about Rogue class. Secondly, Menace is pretty decent. But third, when you actually get to start playing the cards you've been stealing, that is so fantastic. So fantastic. The rest of the cards, Expendable Lackey. I mean, I like the fact that he was expendable. I felt nothing for him. Like, a lot of times you put a creature out and you're just like, oh, I don't want it to die. No, that guy, I wanted him to die. He needed to go. But, you know, that way you can get a nice fish. Look at that fish. He was pretty awesome. Because, yeah, the fish definitely helped out the rest of your deck. Allowed you to just completely powers rogue class. It allows you then to start building up towards Toxrills. It's a good place to do the ninjutsu onto. If you want to get a Toxrill, that is so fantastic. What didn't I care for? I didn't care for Yuan-Ti. I mean, he's okay. The big thing I didn't like about him is that he has to attack alone. And, you know, maybe he could attack alone. That'd be fine. I prefer to attack with more dudes if I happen to have more dudes. I don't like having to just sit back and do nothing. Plus, he enters the dungeon, and I always think enter the dungeon is a stupid mechanic. So I haven't found my love for that. Let's put it that way. And then this guy, the Dokuchi Silencer, I don't like him. The reason why is because it says anytime it deals damage to a player, you can discard a creature card, and when you do, you get to destroy target creature or planeswalker on the player's controls. It means I got to have a creature card in my hand. I mean, and it's just like, I guess the deal is that if I just ninja him out, I'm going to have a creature back to my hand. But the problem is that, like, if it's the fish doesn't come back to your hand. So it's just, I feel like I don't have enough creatures, even though this is a creature strong deck. I mean, I think there's nothing but creatures in it. There's just not enough creatures to sacrifice to that. I kind of feel like those two cards maybe could be something better. I don't know. We'd have to go take a look to see if we can find something better for it. But everything else in this deck is strong. It is super strong. And I really liked it. So I can tell you, it's time to do the rating. And I'm going to shift things up. I read an article that's from like Rosewater that says that they're getting rid of tribal. They're not going to do tribal anymore. Now, that just means for the foreseeable future, they could bring tribal back in the future. But why should one of my criteria for the ratings be about tribal when they're just not really going to do it? So I'm giving up on tribal. I'm going to replace it with interesting. So the three criteria are, is it competitive, is it fun, and is it interesting? And that is going to be the criteria. Now, fun and interesting a lot of times are very well intertwined with each other. But I'm thinking that there's a subtle difference between those, and we'll see where this gets us. So the question number one is this a competitive deck? And let me take a look. At my current rating for this deck, I have it at a 67% win rate. And, you know, that is generally considered competitive. And I can say that in this last stint, I won 75%. I think it might, like that 67% might just be me getting used to how this deck plays. Because, you know, you first play something, you're not like, I didn't even know that Satoru Umezawa was going to be a dude that was going to be bringing people out. It took me a while to figure that out. I had no idea what Expendable Lackey was good for and why I'd want a dumb fish. I had no idea that Rogue class was going to be that good. It took me a couple of times to really get a feel for the deck. I'm thinking this deck has got, you know, easily like a 60 odd to 70% win rate generally. So I'm thinking, yes, this is a competitive deck. Secondly, is it fun? And yes, it is super fun. To me, the fun part is, like, I usually dislike Ninja. I guess I just like Ninja when it's being played against me, because it's like you got to sit there and wait. You know it's coming. You don't know what you're getting, but you got to sit there and wait while the guy spins through a Ninja cycle. Now, when you're playing Ninja, you're doing something, so therefore it feels cooler while it's happening. And secondly, if one of those ninjas is Toxrill, oh my God, just the holy crap, what just hit the floor? Because not only has he just gone into the battlefield out of nowhere, but he's attacking and unblocked. That's 7 points of unblocked damage that's coming through. And that is so fantastic. And lastly, is this an interesting deck? And totes. It is totally interesting because it is full of cards that I have never seen before. And I mean, I shouldn't say that. The ones I haven't seen before is the Satoru Umezawa. I've not seen him before. I haven't seen Rogue Class. I just think we just ignored it. Nobody's played it against me. I haven't seen it. I didn't care. So I just have no idea what Rogue Class was about. And lastly, Expendable Lackey. I've never seen this guy before. So I thought that was really interesting, getting some guys in place here. Dokuchi Silencer, I've had this guy played against me before. You know, I thought he was much cooler. I didn't realize he had to discard a card, a creature card at that, to be able to do it. If it was just any card, I would be much more on top of this guy. But yeah. So it was an incredibly interesting deck. So, yeah, so to me, I'm going to give it a check box on all three: competitive, fun, and interesting. So to me, Dr. Suckit, this is an A+ deck. If you so choose to play with this deck, I hope you have as much fun as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.